Ezra Levant here in London. It's almost 10 p.m. I've had a few hours to think about what happened today at Westminster Magistrates Court. Obviously, the headline is that Tommy Robinson has been acquitted of the ludicrous charge under the Terrorism Act. That's obviously the big takeaway. I think a very important second story is how the judge absolutely excoriated the police, saying they were not credible, that they were deceptive in their vagueness, they lost their notes, etc. He was really harsh on their conduct. But I think the most important thing by far was that the judge said several times and in several different ways that Tommy Robinson was targeted because of his political beliefs. Not because of any wrongdoing, not because of any crime, certainly not because of any terrorism. That he was interrogated, stopped, detained, humiliated, and put through this entire prosecution because he has a different political point of view than the government. That is a stunning thing to hear from a judge. That's certainly not what I expected to hear in a trial on Tommy Robinson not giving up his cell phone password. And I think it vindicates and validates everything that Tommy's allies and supporters have been saying for years, that he is being turned into an enemy of the state, and the resources of the police and the prosecutors and the regime media have been dispatched to destroy him, not because he's done anything wrong, but because he dissents from the mainstream point of view. Actually, I think he represents the mainstream, and it's the establishment that has fringe radical ideas about mass immigration and censorship. So the more I think about the outcome today, yes, of course, Tommy being acquitted is very important. He could have theoretically gone to prison. But I think the lingering legacy of today's ruling will be the first time that a judge has ever said, stop persecuting Tommy Robinson. Stop turning him into a political prisoner. Those phrases have only been said by Tommy's allies until now. And now a judge at the Westminster Magistrates Court, well, he's practically sounding like a Tommy Robinson supporter, isn't he? In fact, he's not a Tommy Robinson supporter. He's just a supporter of the law. And I think he's a little bit sick of the government abusing its resources in two-tier justice. For Rebel News, I'm Ezra Levant. And to follow all my coverage on this subject, go to TommyTrial.com.